Oh hey, I didn't see you there. Riley Wynn here with Digital Trends. We've got the Nike Earl BBs. They're Nike's newest form of the self-tying basketball shoes. Since they're basketball shoes, we're gonna be playing in them today. You may have seen the Nike Adapt Earl BBs on players in the NBA like Jason Tatum, Luka Doncic, Kyle Kuzma, and some others. Nike debuted the Adapt BBs early in 2019. The idea of self-tying shoes may sound like science fiction because, well, it is. The idea was originally conceptualized by Nike for the blockbuster movie Back to the Future. Well, Nike took that self-tying concept to the drawing board and started working on an actual functional pair. In 2016, they did a special release of the Nike Mag, that's the shoe that's featured in the movie. And in 2017, they released their first self-tying training shoe. As the technology progressed, became more durable, lighter, they started to think about sport applications. And that's what we have here today. Now you may be asking, why did they name the shoe Earl? Well, it's not about a person, it's not about Earl the Pearl Monroe that played for the New York Knicks in the 1970s. It's actually an acronym, and it stands for Electric Adaptive Reaction Lacing. It's really just a fancy way of saying self-tying shoe. On the top, we've got the Nike mesh right here. It's called Quad Fit. It's one of their more durable meshes. It's still really light though, and it's still really conforming. Underneath this is where the actual lacing is done. So right here, just like any normal shoe, you have your laces, except these laces are tied to a motor. And that motor is held in the bottom of the shoe right here in the sole. We have accelerometers, gyroscopes, heat sensors, weight sensors, Bluetooth capabilities. There's a whole bunch of tech in here. This is where everything happens. This is where all the magic happens in the Nike Adapt BBs. Now, you see these two buttons right here? This is how you manually tighten the shoe. Nike has an app for iOS and Android. You can go in within the app, tighten them up, loosen them up. You can change the different colors of the lights on the shoes. You can go in and you can calibrate your fit. There's a whole bunch you can do within the app. Obviously, since there's a lot of electronic components in here, you definitely have to charge them. There's a really neat way to charge them though, and it's called the wireless charging pad. All you do is take the shoes, plop them on, wait till the lights turn on and recognize the charger, and just let them sit there. It takes up to 4 hours for a full charge. Nike recommends though that you don't leave them on overnight or for 24 hours. Once fully charged, the shoe should last for about 2 weeks of daily use, even more if you're not playing basketball. For the last few weeks, I've been wearing the Nike Adapt BBs around the office and when playing basketball after work. I've worn them for about 30 pickup games, and I can say wearing these did not make me play like Jason Tatum. Back screen, back screen. Yep. Screen left, screen left. I was excited to play in them, see if they felt as futuristic as they looked. On the court, they're a major head turner. Everyone asks you about them, everyone wants to see them, tighten, loosen. Good D, good D! I'm a decent player, but to wear these and not look like an insufferable douchebag or a Richie Rich, you better be the best player on the court. You have to have a lot of drip to be able to pull these off.
Hey Trevor, you know what I mean? Kyle Kuzma have them coming.
These shoes and our athleticism. You would think that with all the tech in them, they'd be heavier than a normal basketball shoe, and they're really not that much heavier. My normal pair of basketball shoes are the Nike LeBron 15s, and they weigh 2.25 pounds together. The Nike Adapt BBs are 2.28 pounds. Not much of a difference there. No one really would be able to tell unless you're wearing these for, maybe 82 games a season, and then some playoff games like the NBA players. First day I wore them, I was not a fan. I had a really tough time with them. They were super stiff, kind of expected with a new shoe, but I could really never find the right fit. I was either way too tight on the shoe or too loose. The one thing I really didn't like about the shoes though is that they tighten around your entire foot. Well, with a normal basketball shoe, you have the laces on the tongue of the shoe, and then you have the walls that get sucked in by tightening the laces. With the Nike Adapt BBs, it really cups around your foot. Not only does it tighten on the top of your foot, but it tightens on the side. So if you are too tight, you can really feel it digging into the side of your foot and also on top. It's really uncomfortable, but it might also be weird because it's a feeling that we're not used to having with basketball shoes. We're not used to having them tighten all the way around your foot, just on the top. The Nike Adapts just really didn't fit my foot too well. Now, when it came to wearing them around the office, I loved them. They're super comfortable as slip-ons, and they really do look cool. And even at the office, people ask about them.
Are those the self-tying shoes?
Naturally, the shoes draw a lot of attention. The one thing that I wish these shoes did do is every time you took a step, the lights lit up, just like those shoes that you had when you were a kid. Are the Nike Adapt BBs cool? Hell yeah! Are they worth shelling out $350 for your main basketball shoes? Not yet. At that price, they're still really expensive, and since they've been sold out since their debut, the resale market on these has almost doubled that. They need to become more affordable and comfortable for the masses to buy in. As of right now, the Nike Adapt is more futuristic than functional. But Nike's really onto something here, so we're excited to see where they take it. As for this shoe, it won't make you play basketball any better, but it will make you look cooler. What do you think about the Nike Adapt BBs? Would you buy a pair? Let us know in the comments below. Until next time, I'm Riley Wynn with Digital Trends, and thanks for watching.